Namaste, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Blooming Lotus Healing Channel. My name is Jikara, and I'm a spiritual healing facilitator. And today I'm going to talk to you about the beloved method. And I'm super excited to talk about this because it is a system that I've been channeling over the past 2 years. Just right after I graduated or received my final certification for spiritual response therapy, I started receiving downloads and messages from spirit, which was really, really interesting to be really interesting space to be in. And so I'm super excited because this is the first time I'm actually putting this video out there to talk about this method, which I've been already teaching for a while now. For the past 2 years, I taught what was coming through, and then more things are being channeled and downloaded. But so far, right now, is a pretty robust system that is really helping me. You know, not only helping me but helping others clear energies between them and their loved ones. And so if you're interested in taking the beloved method class, or you're kind of curious to know what it is, then you definitely want to step in here and just grab your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, and let's just hang out for a bit and talk about this system. And so I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a background of how this happened. So back in 2021, I created this system and at the time it was called the Soul Relationships charts. And I went into my beloved friend Mary Jo's channel, and I taught the class there, and I was teaching people. I was kind of giving the message that I needed to create this so that I could help empower people to find out more information about their soul relationship, especially because she works with talking about the twin flame journey and all of that. And we've all been into this journey in some shape or form, right? And so that was really the purpose, is really the intention, and the purpose is to really empower people to find out information on their own and really connect and tap into their own records so that they can find out the truth of their soul and their soul connection with another soul. And so with that said, you've been following this channel, you know that I've talked about soul relationships. I talked a little bit about energy cords, and I've talked a little bit about soul families and things of that nature. So all of this is related to the beloved method. All of this information, all of these nuggets of information that I've been sharing here on this channel are really coming from the beloved method, from the channeled messages that I've received, and also really for the purpose of giving this knowledge for people to integrate deep wisdom that comes from the soul, right, and from spirit. And so the beloved method is it's a system. It's a system that comprises of charts. And so it's a chart system that allows you to connect to a tool, which is going to be your pendulum. Okay, so this is your pendulum, right, and this is a tool. And so we use this, or what we call dowsing, which is the dowsing is the act of receiving messages through the movement of your pendulum. So that's really what the beloved method uses, or it's based on, to be able to gather information. And so the charts will give you certain qualities or certain things for you to kind of piece things together. And you might also, you will find out as you're learning the beloved method, you'll find out that things will come to you. You'll have like these aha moments. You'll be like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Or, oh, like, wow, like this. And then you'll start seeing these like little moments of aha that will help you kind of integrate more of that higher perspective that really the Akashic Records gift us, right? Like that's really the beauty of the Akashic Records, is that they kind of give us those wings to really fly above a situation, beyond the victim mentality, beyond the the dense energy, to kind of see things from a higher perspective. And the purpose of this is not to disconnect from our 3D experience, because we're here incarnated for a reason, but it helps us kind of see things from the higher perspective so that we can find healing and be able to move on, right? Be able to move on into greener pastures. And so and so with that said, this dowsing system will help you with that. I want to take a moment to take a sip of water. And so one thing that I want to say as well is that this system is good for people who want to be of service to others. So let's say if you're being called to be of service to others, you will be able to, once you go through the beginners and you get into the advanced class, once you get certified into the advanced class, you can actually offer this as part of the tools that you would offer. And it works very well with other dowsing systems. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, like, is this like, am I not, certain systems are kind of like separated from each other, or they segregate each other. This is not a segregated system at all. This kind of like it works really well with any other healing modalities that you may use, or any other dowsing systems, if you are a dowser, to be able to connect to the to the beloved method, and find that information. So there's a couple things that that came borrowed from SRT and from different things, and then some things that definitely came channeled. So but the way that it was put together, it was specifically channeled by spirit. All of this was guided fully by spirit. I do not take any like some of the things I'm like, I don't even know where this came from. I just knew that I was guided to find out this information, or it was given to me, and then once I found out the information, I was given the knowledge, or the information to include it and set it up in the system. So all of this is kind of like an encompassing, of different information that I've gathered, and also from my own studies, but then also from spirit, just channeled in. So that's what I love about this, is that it's very grounded. You're using the pendulum to find out your information. You'll be able to learn how to connect to your higher self, and do this in a way that feels accurate, right? Like you'll feel confident, right, that you're actually connected to your higher self, and you're actually connecting. And some people might have a little bit more resistance to connecting, and that's very normal. That's the reason why part of the class includes a clearing between you and the Akashic Records. So we're all connected to the records. Like, if you've been in this channel, you know that I've always say that we're always connected to the records. But what we do is that we go in there and we shift that perspective of only writing the records, because we are always writing into the records with all of the actions and conversations that we have, that we're writing into it, right? Like, kind of like read write type thing. But then we also shift that into the reading, right? So shifting that perspective into reading the record. So the first class, typically what we do is that we go in and we shift that, from just writing into reading and writing, right? Because you're going to go in there, you're going to read, and you're going to go in there and clear energies, and then that's going to rewrite a lot of things for you in the records. And so the beginners class is going to be for everyone that wants to be of service, who is already a practitioner. If you're already a spiritual healing practitioner, or energy healing practitioner, this is just for you. And it also can be for anyone who is in a twin flame journey. Maybe you are in a journey of healing with your twin flame, and you want to kind of go a little deeper with healing certain things, and being more proactive, right? Because there's a lot of healing that you have to do with your twin flame, especially if you're in this journey of union. Even if you are already with your twin flame and already in the same place, and there's physical union, there's also some energetic clearing that has to happen. So this is a really great tool for you as well. So whether you are someone who's holding space for others, or whether you're someone who wants to clear your relationships, your soul relationships, and also specifically not only the twin flame, but also any relationship in general, then you definitely want to make sure that you set the intention to join, and this is calling your heart. And so again, we're going to be learning the status of the soul relationship between you and another person, and the soul relationship is going to differ from the relationship that you have here on daily life, including if you have a family tie with that person. The soul relationship can differ in many ways, and so you want to make sure that that you find that out, so that you can get a little bit better understanding of where the complications, or maybe even the smoothness, the smoothing energy between you guys coming from, right? And so you get to find out what's your status of the soul relationship. You get to find out also, if you need to clear any cords between you and the other person, you get to learn how to clear the cords between you and the other person. And just, really caveat here, when you are clearing yourself, because this is all about clearing yourself, you're also benefiting the other person. They're kind of getting the benefit as a secondary effect, because they're not tied up to the energy. Since you're letting go of it, then that energy subsides between both of you. So that's the beautiful thing about that, is that, when you're clearing between you and another person, is that you don't have to worry about, oh, do I have to clear them too? No. Because anything that affects you, because really what you need to focus on is yourself. Know thyself, heal thyself. And so anything that is affecting you, absolutely clear, right? And so, but of course, when if it's affecting you and the other person gets the benefit, which is so great. And so such a beautiful thing about the system and about this healing modality. And so you're not only doing yourself service, a good service to you, but you're also doing a good deed or a good service to the other person. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention as well is that you will find out your twin flame path. So, like, if you whatever path you're in, you will find out what path you're in, and if there's anything that needs to be cleared or blocked in the path as well. So you will find that out, and you will also be able to really connect and clear any karmic programs or karmic, connect to the karmic cycles of things, right? So you'll be able to see clearly what was the karmic energy between you and the other person. And so I'm not going to dive deep into all the details of the things that we're going to be covering, because I would be here forever trying to explain this to you. But overall, I just want you to know that this is kind of like the bulk of what you're going to be learning. And again, you're going to be learning how to do this for yourself. And then later, if you do pass the beginner's class, then you will go into the advanced class. Now, I kind of wanted to take a moment just to let you know, if you are interested in joining my most recent class. So today, we are, today's July 5th of 2023. And so if you are interested in joining my next class, I want to invite you to join before the mid August. And so after mid August, then I will be closing the time for you to join. But if you want to join, I want to invite you to go into my email, hello@thebloominglotushealing.com. And the class, this is going to be the beginner's class. And the beginners class is going to start on August 26th, and it's going to run until September 30th. Okay, so it's a 6 weeks course, and we're going to be covering different things every week, and then we will be also connecting for Q&As, and then and there will be a lot of homework and a lot of practical. You'll have to do a lot of practical work as well. And so one thing I wanted to mention as well is, maybe you're feeling, oh my gosh, like, can I even do this? Yes, you can. Anyone who has the faith and the calling, if you're getting excited and fired up right now to join, then you definitely want to make sure that you join the class. Because let me tell you what, it's not about not being able to do it. It's about having the what is it in your mind that is keeping you from believing in yourself at this moment, right? So you want to make sure that you recognize that you are capable of doing this. You are a pendulum, right? And you're always receiving information from spirit, and your body's and your body's always receiving, right? But the information is so subtle that sometimes we can't pick it up just on our own. So the movements, right? So that's the reason why the pendulum is such a great tool, is because it picks up those subtle movements that we can't pick up on our own, and it helps us connect a little deeper to our higher self. So what a beautiful thing, right? To connect to our higher selves, to learn how to develop a relationship with our higher selves, learn how to develop a relationship with ourselves as well, just personally, and feel empowered and feel like you can do this, like you can find out the information from your soul's records, that you have access to your own Akashic records, that yes, that this is not a special thing just for one person, that you have access to this. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say at this moment. I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet, and if this is your first time, and if you feel like this class can probably help someone, and you're interested in having someone join, then definitely want to make sure that you share and like this video. I do have only 7 to 10 people slots available. I can't do more than that, not because I don't want to, but because it's just I'm trying to keep the classes small right now so that I can really hold space for y'all, and be able to really receive each one of you, and give you as much attention as I can, humanly can, right? And so yeah, so that's all I have for you. I'm super excited for this. I cannot wait to see you in class if this is something you're going to be joining. And yeah, so make sure that you check out the links on the description below, to connect to the other videos that I'm going to be adding to this, so that you can learn a little bit about energy cords and all the different things that I've covered before that are related to the class. And then if you want to sign up, make sure that you go into um, and send me an email, hello@thebloominglotushealing.com, and let me know, hey, Jakara, I want to sign up for the class. I'm ready. And so that I can take care of you. So thank you so much. I love you all, and namaste.